So in my book, coffee is the best way to start the day off with. My hair is still drying. So I have been using sugar-free International Delight. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. I guess I wasn't looking that hard at Walmart for these. It's not like your regular creamer. This one has, where's the panel there? It's less than 1 gram of carbs for a serving, which is what, a tablespoon? Yeah, 1 tablespoon. And that I always use with Sweet and Low, and I don't use regular sugar. I always use this stuff. There are other versions of this too. Ever since we went down the diabetic rabbit hole, I buy boxes of this stuff now. I don't bake with Sweet and Low, but honestly, the pink, the yellow, the blue, they all have their own different versions of this, but I always use the sugar-free creamer with 2 of these. And then I haven't tried this yet. It's going to be the same as the Sweet and Low. It's just packaging and marketing, but this one, here's a conversion with like sweetness levels. It's always been in the back of my mind. 1 teaspoon of equals, 1 teaspoon of sweetness of sugar, so it's about the same. I remember someone saying though that Sweet and Low is a lot sweeter than real sugar. I don't know. I have to fact check on that one. Then when I was down in the cities, my mom took me to Home Goods and we found these Jordan Skinny Syrups. 0 calories, 0 sugar, salted caramel. And I got 2 of those. This one's a cookie dough flavor. So, and they're both, I don't know what they put in these to give them substance, but there is nothing on the nutritional panel, which I choose not to think about when I try stuff like that. And then I got these at the Hippy Dippy store. I don't know if you can get them at like Walmart, Target, but Natural Grocers. That's where I got these at. These are $7 a piece. I know keto people swear by erythritol. I also hear them swear by this stuff too for baking. This is the granular Buddha. This also comes in confectionery, so like powdered sugar. This is Swerve is cup for cup. Diabetes friendly, tastes like sugar, easy to digest. Tooth friendly, bakes like sugar. Non-glycemic and measures like sugar. So this one there are 4 grams of carbs per serving. I've been excited to try this. It's been sitting on my counter for like 3 weeks. Erythritol. Enjoy any favorite foods and beverages. Natural sweetener known as a sugar alcohol. 70% as sweet as refined sugar. Lower calories, blah, blah, blah. Low glycemic impact. So this says 8 grams per 2 teaspoons. So this isn't exactly carb friendly either. I'm curious though how it's going to be in baking, both of them. I want to say it's this one. I was reading at like 3 in the morning on Google. I want to say it was erythritol. One of these was discovered by like a Japanese scientist back in, I don't know, like the 60s, 70s, I think, one of those decades. And then it made a comeback in the 80s. I think, I read it and I took screenshots, but I don't know where I sent those. I want to say it was erythritol. So, oh yeah, since 1968. Okay, so this is naturally produced in nature. It's not just coming out of a mad scientist laboratory. It is naturally found in some plants and fruits, but it's not as common as like regular sugar is in like oranges and apples. And I want to say It was like a flash in the pan when they first found it, and now it's making a comeback. So, they're not the cheapest, but, I mean, if they work and they taste good, I mean, you can always make whatever you want, rationalize for what you're going to spend on it. So, yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups for 5 cups of coffee, 5 types of sugar, sweetener, alternatives. I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's been a work in progress. So, alright, so let's try the cookie dough first. It's been so long since I've used coffee syrup. Like in high school, gas stations have like those vanilla syrup pumps. That's all I've had for that. Wow, that is sweet. It's not bad, but it doesn't smell like it tastes. Whoo, that packs a punch. It's like a very fake sweet syrup. I didn't even put that much in there. So that's... Oh, it doesn't taste like cookies though. It's just sweet. Alright, salted caramel. Do same. Is that cat hair in there? Yep. Okay, just a bit of that. It seems kind of dangerous with a big pot of coffee over my lap. This one doesn't have any smell to it. It doesn't taste like caramel, but it'd be good with crackers. There's not a whole lot of flavor to these, but that first like cookie one was sickly sweet. This one's the right amount of sweetness. So I should keep these labeled. I guess, you know, if you had to be cut off from sugar, these would be a good alternative. And they are really sweet, especially not having any extra sugar. Because I know when I do just your traditional creamer, I always pour, you know, a tablespoon and then these on top of it. But that actually has the milk and gives you creaminess. So erythritol, I'm not going to drink all of it because I'm not bolusing for this, but phew, that, ugh, it smells like burnt sugar. I don't know how I feel about this. So we're only going to put about that much in there. I'm not a big fan of the smell of it. Supposedly this is supposed to be a really good alternative though. So I taste nothing. This just tastes like black coffee. Vegetarian and vegan. I wonder if this is going to be better for baking. Yeah, I don't taste any sugar on that one. Alright, Swerve. This is sugar or cup to cup, right? Oh, and it says 0 net carbs. The ingredients in Swerve do not affect blood sugar, so the carbohydrates it contains are considered non-impact. How do you have... There are no carbs in it. Oh, snap. I was wrong. There are 4 carbs in it. How do you have non-impact carbs? Carbs always affect the blood sugar. It sounds like a swindle, but... Oh, that does not smell good. Whew. Oh, that's a weird... Ugh. Put that over there. It's almost yellowish. I Oh, how I feel about that. Whew, that smell though. It's kind of like if you go like to a grain elevator and you take a deep breath in and you get all that dirt and dust and crap going up your nose. That's kind of what this is like. This is supposed to be really good for baking too, so maybe they'll taste better when I get to cake time. There's a little bit of a smell to it. It's a little sweeter than erythritol. It's definitely granular too. It doesn't, you know, I'm used to this stuff where it's like a powder. It's not sugar-esque, but I'm sure I have another one too. It's all of these types of products all compete with each other. They're all pretty much the same. I mean, if you like, even if you go to hotels now or like Denny's, IHOP, even I think this is a Midwest thing, Caribou coffee, they have their own versions of this, but they just go off the colors. It's pink, blue, yellow. It's all the same. It's all the same. But if you don't use this and you're not diabetic or what have you, that I need like 2 cameras. It's like a weird powder, and if you get it with moisture, it hardens like a brick. But I love Sweet and Low. I bought another version too where it's just a cup where you just take spoons out. Right, then this is less than 1 gram for 1 tablespoon. This is sugar-free. They also had, Walmart had Italian sweet cream for a flavor, and I don't like that flavor at all. It's a little better than, they had sugar-free vanilla too, but I don't do vanilla. Just straight vanilla for coffee. That's what coffee creamer is supposed to taste like. But, I mean, it's still a liquid, dairy-based, I'm assuming. Oh shoot, this says dairy in it, doesn't it? Man. Is dairy the same as lactose? I got bit by a deer tick, so I had to pay the $100 copay to go into urgent care, and they had to dig the little sucker out. And now the antibiotics that I'm on say you can't take the pill with dairy products, so. What time is it? I might have to wait a few hours now to take that antibiotic. It's a giant horse pill. I'm getting off topic, but so overall, this is still my #1 go-to. And then I guess it would be the skinny syrups. I think this one's really sweet. I wonder if you can order these online. Those came from Home Goods. Erythritol, Swerve I'm not a fan of, but I'll see how they bake. But yeah, overall I mean, it does have marginal carbs, but this is still coffee creamer to me. And when I drink it, like if I drink the regular coffee creamer, like I said before, my levels just spiked with that. I've been drinking this for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't really noticed a difference. Caffeine doesn't really affect me unless I drink like a Monster drink or like an energy drink, but that has carbs in it. Like the sugar-free ones have 2 grams per serving, so it's 4 total. But I mean, if I drink that, my levels still go up a little bit, and I don't know if it's whatever goes into the carbs and sugar stuff or what have you, but I've had much better luck with the sugar-free creamer. You don't get there was such a good flavor. It was, the Cheesecake Factory had a strawberry one. You wouldn't think it would be good, but it was so good. But this is still better than nothing. It's better than the other options. So that is my research on coffee. So hopefully it helps. I've been looking forward to doing this for a while. I just haven't had time to do it. My hair is still wet. Yeah. And if there are other options or alternatives for coffee sweeteners, not a fan of agave. Is that agave? No, it comes like a drop where you squeeze it in. Not a fan of that. Stevia I can't do. Stevia tastes like yeah. So let me know if my taste buds are just weird, because I know that's a thing too, but yeah. Let me know if this was helpful or just odd. I will see you next week.